A house fire becomes a multi-house fire. A traffic accident becomes a hazmat incident, becomes an evacuation. A search and rescue starts with one missing person and ends with 12. When one event becomes many, you've got a major incident. Major incidents need different tools. A way to link related calls. A named incident commander. ICS forms for documentation. Cascade close. This module covers all of it. Here is where linking lives, and it is worth knowing exactly where. Major incidents have their own page, the Major Incidents list. And you can also link from any incident detail page using the Link to Major Incident card. When the first call of a major event comes in, create the major incident. You can do it from the Major Incidents page with the New Major Incident button, or right from an incident detail page using the Link to Major Incident card and choosing Create New. Give it a name and a severity. Name it short, descriptive. Main Street Fire, or Highway 7 MVA, or whatever fits. Submit. This incident is now part of the major. When the next related call comes in, say a second house catching fire, open that incident and on its detail page, use the Link to Major Incident card. This time, pick the existing major from the drop-down instead of creating a new one. Link it. Both incidents are tied to the same major now, and the major page itself lists every linked call in one place. Link as many as belong. There's no limit. The key thing to remember, you link on the new incident form as you create each call. This is the major's overview. Top of the page, name, severity, started, current status. Linked incidents, each one a row. Click any to drill in. Each linked row also shows its severity and when it was linked plus an unlink button in case a call was tied in by mistake. The major page is your single view of the whole event. The major record does not store the ICS forms itself. Those live on the ICS forms page, which we will get to. What it does track is the command. And the incident commander, a single field for who's in charge of the whole event. We'll set that next. Major incidents in TicketsCAD track one command role, the incident commander. The person in charge of the event. Pick the commander from the list. To be clear about what this is and isn't, it's a single commander field. There's no built-in operations, planning, logistics, finance, or safety section to fill in here, and the picker doesn't filter by an IC qualification. You choose who's running it. If your incident genuinely needs the full ICS command structure, section chiefs, a safety officer, a PIO, that's what the ICS-202 and the ICS forms are for. You document the org chart on the forms. The major's own record just names the commander. Save. The commander shows on the major's detail. ICS-213. The general message form, used for any communication that needs a paper trail. Standard fields. To, from, subject, message body, timestamp. Example. IC to operations, need additional resources at the south flank. 2 engines, 1 chief, time now. Save. Print if you need a paper copy, or export a PDF. The 213 is also the form with Winlink XML export for radio operators sending it over packet. ICS-214. The activity log, time-stamped record of what happened, filled in through the operational period. Each row is a time and an activity. 10,030 arrived on scene, 11,000 began salvage operations, 11,045 released to Engine 8. Most agencies fill in the 214 every 15 to 30 minutes during a long incident. It's tedious in the moment and valuable in the after action. One important habit. Click Save. The ICS forms do not autosave. There's no background timer protecting your work, so save after you add rows, especially before you walk away or switch forms. ICS-202. The Objectives form sets the goals for the operational period. Operational period, start time and end time. Objectives, what you are trying to accomplish this period. And a summary of current actions, the priorities and safety notes. If you are running a full ICS structure, this is where the operational picture goes. The 2002 is the IC's tool. The briefing officer and section chiefs reference it through the period. Save when you're done. Some of your members are operating off-grid. No internet. Just packet radio. They run Winlink to send and receive ICS forms over RF. On the 213, click Export XML. You get a file in the Winlink format. Hand it to your radio operator. They send it, and the receiving end imports it into their Winlink. Same form, no internet involved. One direction to be clear about, this is export only. TicketsCAD generates the Winlink XML to send out. There's no import it back path inside TicketsCAD yet. An inbound Winlink form is handled by your operator's Winlink client, not pulled into TicketsCAD automatically. When the operational period ends and all calls are closed, close the major. The system asks if you want to cascade close. Cascade means close every linked incident automatically. Saves you from clicking close on each one. Confirm. Every linked incident is closed, its status set to closed, and the major itself is marked closed. One action wraps up the whole event. Once the major is closed, the event record, the major, its linked incidents, and the ICS-214 Activity Logs is your basis for an after-action review. Pulling formal reports is covered later in the Tools track. Recap. Link incidents into a major from the new incident form as you create each call. Name the incident commander, a single field, no CERT gating. Use ICS-214 for messages, 214 for the activity log, 2002 for objectives, and click Save. They don't autosave. Winlink XML is export only from the 213. Cascade close when the major's done. Up next, Module 8, End of Shift. Hand off to the next dispatcher, dispatch log report after action documentation. The graceful exit